Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fortress Comic News, episode 438. I am one of your hosts, Chris, alongside my co-host here, Mike. Mike, welcome back.
Hello. Just me popping in and out. Hopping in, hopping out. Special thank you to Zach Chapman for hooking us up with some really bitchin' metal covers for Dino Nights issue 2. This is my first time with a metal cover, Chris. This thing is heavy duty.
It's thick.
Yeah, it is thick. I almost like when I go to open it up, I feel because like the first page is just a sheet of metal, everybody. So like the rest of the comics the same. So like when you go to open that bad boy, it feels like you're gonna rip the cover off. Which is awesome. Really appreciative that he sent us that because that's really cool thing for him to do.
Yeah, we'll talk about more at the end, but cool book.
Yeah.
Issue 3 and 4 hitting Kickstarter soon. I was just talking to him about it.
Hell yeah, I'll be there. And I usually don't buy physical editions, but this is a cool one. You know, shout out to him for being a cool guy. Chris and I have been going back and forth about comics. Not comics, but comic-related things. A lot of the Magic the Gathering cards most of the Magic the Gathering cards have been spoiled for the Spider-Man set. As a Magic fan, and a lot of my other Magic player fan friends that I play Magic with are not so excited for the cards because as far as like playing the game, they really are just a bunch of different Spider-Men. it's like Into the Spider-Verse, and like a lot of them don't really synergize except for like with each other, which is fine. But the thing I am excited about are those like comic book cover variants that are just so sick. There's so many like amazing artists that they've and seeing the artist, like some of them have the artist and the color, the shader, the inker, and the colorist on the cards too. Like all three get the credit, which is sick to see that.
Like I saw, there's a bunch because there's a bunch of spot ones. So
you want the spot ones for sure. I was like, Chris needs these.
And then one of the Venoms is the King in Black, and it's actually the Ryan Stegman King in Black, him on the throne.
Yeah, and it credits him.
Cool ones. And then there's some Ditko ones, which I was really happy
about. There's a lot of amazing ones. The latest one I saw was this isn't a combo cover, but they made a not the Sinister Six. Who are the guys that the comic was the guy from Rochester back in the day? It was about the villains. They're like the shitty villains of Superman.
Superman?
Or, Spider-Man, sorry, not Superman. There was a comic about, and they have a name like the Sinister Five, but it's not like that. Do you remember this comic I'm talking about? Oh man, it was like one of the only Spider-Man adjacent things I read in the last like 5 years. It's about these like shitty villains. I remember they referenced Rochester in it because the writer at the time was from that area. I don't know if they go to Wegmans or something in the book. Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I never read that.
Okay, well, they have the Superior... I think they call themselves the Superior 5 or something, Superior 6. But it's funny because, like, on the card, there's only 5 of them. And it's like a joke, but they're getting a card, which I thought was a lot of fun.
Makes sense. Superior Spider-Man was one of the cards, too, I saw.
Yeah, so it's cool. I mean, and it's funny because they basically said, oh, we haven't done a bunch of other stuff because you'll see Spider-Man get printed again in another Marvel set. So they're planning, considering that we've only seen one Infinity Stone, I guess we're getting at least, six Marvel sets if they plan to do one stone per set.
Yeah, I feel like this is a long-term deal.
Yeah.
I found that funny because everybody's like, Infinity Stone's got nothing to do with Spider-Man. But I was like, guys...
Yeah.
Think a little bit beyond your intellect for a second. Yeah, like, obviously, They're doing more.
Right. And this one wasn't supposed to be a full set, but they went in on it. The funny part is, to me, is, like, the biggest spider card people play in Magic right now as a commander is Shelob from the Lord of the Rings set. And she has specific colors that you'd have to play those cards in. And none of the spider synergy that's coming out... in Spider-Man have those colors. So the memes lately are like spider players in shambles. Like they can't upgrade their commander and all this stuff. It's just, and then the price is getting ridiculous. There's so many memes about that, but
it's I said it with Final Fantasy. Like, you would have
Yeah.
had me for at least a little bit, and you jacked the prices up, and
And they're going up even up more again. What is going to happen is, if we turn into like Pokemon, would be fine for me because Pokemon is cheap to play and expensive to collect, like the fancy cards. So I would be fine if the cards I want go down in price.
my thing is, I get prices are going up. I get tariffs, all
Yeah.
that bullshit. You can't tell me it's going up that much.
No.
It's fucking cardboard. Like,
Yeah, it's cardboard
It's-
and ink.
I will not listen to any arguments to tell me it's going up that much. Like, somebody would have to have a step-by-step PowerPoint presentation about the business of Magic the Gathering to prove me wrong.
The PowerPoint presentation was Hasbro was like, "You are the only guys making us money right now, so we need to double down. We need to squeeze those nerds for everything they got."
Yeah, because you refuse to do anything with ROM, so you're a garbage company.
Yeah,
No, just kidding.
If they made a ROM toy, it would save the toy industry that they have. But
And they let the other like big thing they did, which was learning games with Baldur's Gate 3,
yeah,
just walk away.
yeah,
Like, you didn't lock that down. You didn't at one point realize, like, holy shit, this is gonna be, like, maybe not think it's gonna be as big as it was, but like,
Right.
this is really good. We should lock these guys down before it came out. Like, come on. Yeah.
where you play a lot of bird cards, and they have released a bird in the set. It's like the New York City pigeon. I think it's just a pigeon, and it's like eating a hot dog, and then there's a pigeon in the background. The art is hilarious, and the pigeon in the background is like wearing like a like glazed donut around its. It's like, what the fuck?
Jeez.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes up against my dragon in Magic. We'll see.
Oh, it's gonna kick its ass.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, it's gonna be the best card.
Yeah, if you can't tell, no guest, and that's because internet gets in the way.
Yeah,
So that guy's will be back in the future, but yeah, it's a solo episode. But you got a nice meaty interview last week, everybody. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, what do you want? Come on. What are you asking for here?
And you got Mike back. Like,
And I'm back, yeah, so,
that's like having a guest.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a long-term guest. Yeah, if I slow my appearances down anymore, then I'm just a long-time guest that's been on, that I finally beat Cullen Bunn. Someone beats
finally beat Colin Bunn and Travis Gibb for
being the most running guest. So we got another trailer for Marvel Zombies, animated trailer. Looks dope.
Yeah.
Looks real good.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, it's exactly the style I was expecting based on What If.
Mm-hmm.
The people working on it have good pedigree. And just, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a wacky, horror-driven action fun time.
I'm here for it.
That's, coming right at the end of September into October, right when you want all that.
All that spooky stuff.
Yeah, dude, I'm so down for this. I'm excited to see what they got in store.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually going to watch this one. I will say I haven't really jumped on for a lot of the... I never finished the What If series, which I have to go back and do. But, yeah, I'm actually excited for this one. I mean, I watched Daredevil, so that was... I mean, that was, like, really where I came back. But, yeah, I'm excited. Haven't had a zombie thing in a while, so... I mean, 28 years later it came out, so that's probably the closest thing we've had in a long time to, like, major zombie thing. That type of horror stuff seems to come in waves, but I think we've had a drought for zombie stuff since The Walking Dead made, like, 4 more shows, so...
Yeah, it's like The Walking Dead. I think I've said this before. The Walking Dead, like, oversaturated the market, and then there's no overcorrection. Now we're kind of coming back. And that's not to say there's no zombie stuff, but...
Right.
Big mainstream zombie stuff.
I don't consider The Walking Dead zombie stuff anymore, because it's like, here's our 4 Walking Dead shows. It's like...
Well, it's just, we all kind of walked away from it, and just to get something new is really cool. And this is a good way to do it, because Marvel Zombies have always been a little bit on that edge of, like, over-the-top action and horror at the same time. So,
I know, I don't think you've been watching it, but the new Alien show just wrapped up episode 5, I think I watched last week. Have you checked it out at all?
not yet.
So the show's great because each episode they really do, like, focus on, like, some of the main characters in the first couple episodes aren't in the episodes, which is cool because we get to see other characters and, like, working for their end goal. The latest issue, I say issue like a comic, the latest episode we got to see the ship before it crashes. So like the first episode is the ship crashes, but we get to see how it's almost a meme at this point, right? So there's a lot of memes around this episode. The fans seem to be liking it, but every scientist in the Alien series and Prometheus breaks quarantine. That's like the first fucking thing they do. And
that's like every
yeah
fictional scientist. Like
yeah,
according to writers in Hollywood, scientists are just have no clue how to.
They went to school for 10 years and forgot it all when they have to. So it's funny because the scarier like aliens aren't the xenomorph. It's the smaller, like they've captured these like leeches, and these leeches like burrow into people's necks and like kill them, suck their blood, whatever. But the doctor makes another mistake. She brings her water bottle into the lab, and if you're a big like if you know anything about lab safety, if you've worked in science labs like chemistry labs, bio labs,
I know everything about lab safety, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. No food or drink is allowed in the lab. It's like no food or drink. And so she leaves her water bottle there, and guess what? The leech sprays some eggs into the water bottle, and someone drinks it, and like the leeches like grow. It's fucked up. They like grow inside them. It's terrifying. Yeah, so always check your water bottles now. I've been checking mine like 5 times a day. But it's funny because the doctors go to like operate on them, and none of them are wearing like gloves or like masks, and they like go to operate, and then the like releases a gas, and they all just pass onto the floor and die from the gas. It was like, guys, what were you thinking? So the highlight of this episode, though, Chris, there's a new alien that people have been talking about because they think it's like cute looking. It's like this eyeball with tentacles, and it's a parasite. And there's some theories behind it too. Like the alien lore is really cool because what it does is it like jumps on whatever it takes control of, replaces its eyeball, and then like assumes all motor controls. So like in this episode, we get to see it do it to like a human being. And what it does is it like fights the xenomorph. It almost seems like the xenomorph in that are like arch enemies. And if you think about it, like the xenomorphs don't have eyes, like, or their eyes are shielded. So what people are thinking are these are like sworn predators of each other. And if you think about the xenomorph's mouth, it like opens up and has a smaller mouth. What do you think that's for? It could be like removing eyeballs from somebody. So like a lot of the mechanics of both like aliens seem to like fit each other, which is really so. There's a lot of like lore to why the xenomorphs are the way they are, and I thought it was a really cool idea of how they like drew the connection between the two. It's been really cool, but
so I don't know if this is AI or not.
Okay,
because that's the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the senator talking about the radioactive shrimp, and he's got the picture from Aliens of the chest burster coming out?
No, I haven't seen that. I gotta watch it though.
This is the sad part. Is I half believe it's real. Like there's a part of me that's like, is that AI? Or is
it could be real. We've heard crazier shit.
Yeah, but it's literally he's got that picture behind him, and he's like, "This is what's happening to our people look like after eating this radioactive shrimp," and it's so fucking funny.
Like, that's a xenomorph, dude. What are you talking about?
He even says it's from the movie. Like he knows what it is.
Yeah,
but
But this is what happens.
That's the side. Yeah, you'll have to watch that later.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And I'll have to look up to see if it's real or not.
And I've been watching Rick and Morty now. It's on HBO. Really liking the new season. It's a lot of fun.
What's the newest season?
Season 8. Season 8 is out now.
Okay, so I watched through season 7.
Okay.
And I liked because I was 2 seasons behind.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched the anime one yet. Is that any good?
Oh,
is
I didn't know
worth watching?
There's an anime one? I had no idea.
There's Rick and Morty the anime. Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't know. I didn't even realize. I probably will watch it though. I had no idea.
Yeah, I like that show a lot. I forgot how much I liked it as I was watching it. And
yeah.
This is how I'll tell everybody. You can tell that the new voice actors are perfect because I almost texted you to be like, when does the new voice acting start?
Yeah, because I know you were worried about that at first.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to watch season 8 now because I was having so much fun with 7.
Yeah, I hardly noticed. I don't
know what episode it is, but the episode where he goes to the other dimension and people, when they off themselves, turn into spaghetti.
Yeah.
Was so fucking good.
Yeah, that episode was one of the top top episodes, I think.
Yeah, I laughed so hard at that. So that and the Ice-T episode. That was good.
I forgot about that. There's some crazy episodes in this season. Some of them are like, so the James Gunn episode is all about James Gunn. He's like a director of like these Avenger movies, and they like steal his script and try to like rewrite it. So it's really funny. So that one's really fun. They have some crazy episodes in this season too. Like and there's a lot of like, there's one episode that has a lot of alien references. It's really good. Yeah, highly recommend it. Okay, so we got to talk Peacemaker season 2, episode 3. Chris,
we can talk 2 and 3 because you weren't here last week.
So I'll say, I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, right? I mean, the episode 2 with the Eagly fight scene was amazing. I don't know this actor's name, but I quote him almost weekly, where I always go, "And you never paid for drugs, not even once." You know what I'm talking about? From Dewey Cox.
You don't want no part of this, Dewey.
You don't want no part of this, Dewey. He is one of the funniest actors. Every time I see him in something, it makes me laugh my ass off. And he's been killing it.
Watch Dewey Cox.
I know.
Walk Hard.
Yeah, you never paid for drugs. I'm waiting for Chris to give me his name, so I don't.
Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows. That's it. Thank you. He shows up as like one of the SWAT guys, and he's got like bird blindness.
Did you watch the bird blindness PSA I sent you too?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. It was so good.
The cast of the Peacemaker, everybody made a PSA about bird blindness, and it's so funny.
Yeah, it's amazing. The show is amazing. The humor's been really good. So these last couple episodes, Peacemaker and Harcourt, they think had a thing, and he realizes, well, in this new alternate reality, I could probably get with Harcourt. I can have everything I've wanted because it seems perfect to him. And some of the theories I've seen online, and it's been kind of confirmed. Well, not confirmed yet, but I don't know if you noticed this, Chris. Most of the people in the other alternate universe are all white.
Okay. Let me go.
Let me hear this.
So I saw this video, and then I went and rewatched it to confirm, and it's true.
Yeah.
There's only one person, non-white background character, period.
Yeah.
In the entirety of the best dimension.
Yeah.
And that's the hot dog vendor.
Uh-huh.
Also, I looked up, because, dude, this sent me down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Hard. I looked up the Sons of Liberty, which was the terrorist organization in the episode. That is a terrorist organization in DC Comics.
Okay.
That appeared long ago.
Yep.
Also, the name that the founders of this country were under as they were going ahead and planning the Boston Tea Party and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think, knowing James Gunn and his politics, that was meant to create controversy online. And I don't know if it has yet or not. I haven't really been paying attention. Yeah. That was meant to create controversy online, because even I kind of rolled my eyes at first watch of like, oh, we get it.
But it's not the Sons of Liberty you think, right? They're fighting.
Yeah, well, in my head, I'm like, oh, the bad guys Trump people again. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sick of hearing about it.
Yeah.
And then upon rewatching, I was like, oh, what if this is literally him? Like, I want that reaction. I want you to not notice the background characters.
And they're all
because we're on Earth X. Everybody.
We're on Earth X. And anybody knows Earth X, it is Nazi Earth. We're super... So,
and then where it goes another level, Mike.
Yes.
Peacemaker's father from the first season
was a huge
known to be a white supremacist.
Mm-hmm.
He is now a hero in this world.
Right.
Makes sense that he would still be a white supremacist.
It all makes sense. So, and what James is saying, that we're gonna see heroes pop up in this dimension, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And there's also a photo go around online of John Cena in the same shirt he's wearing in this episode.
And Superman.
With Superman.
Yeah.
This is going to get clipped, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, Mike. I'm going to be so excited if they show current day Superman with the SS logo.
I hope so. If they're doing it this way, dude, that's so funny. And this is like next level shit.
And I love it because 99% of people aren't going to notice that background thing.
Yeah.
And that's part of what James Gunn's doing, is like, you're not noticing it. and then at the last second it's gonna click and all that. I hope that's what's going on. I'm excited about this. I really want to be right about it. And it all did stem from me seeing a video online of like, what if this is? I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. And it's funny. I don't know if you realize he said like the Kardashians, and he was like, "Who are the Kardashians?" I thought that like,
and it would make sense the Kardashians wouldn't be famous in Earth
right.
X.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one other. Oh, that the Enchantress exists on Earth X still.
Yeah.
And that the events of the Suicide Squad are happening literally as we're going about in this new dimension.
Right.
As we're going about the events in the show, because he literally says they're going there in 2 hours, which is where Rick Flag's supposed to die by Peacemaker. So. Yeah, there's so many cool things happening here. I got really excited when I saw that.
So I was confused about that. I thought that the beginning was Rick Flag in our Earth before he dies. That he was dating her. Was he was dating her before Suicide Squad, or was that the other Earth, Rick Flag? Yeah.
The intro where they show Rick Flag dying, or Rick Flag in the sack with.
They show Rick Flag in the sack with Hardcore, and then they show him dying. I thought that was
that's the best dimension. That's the side dimension. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rick Flag, remember, is dead in our.
Yeah.
In the regular dimension, our dimension. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just a flashback that she was with him before like Cena showed up.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be them hooking up, and that's why when he goes to Argus and they have that the interaction.
So the interaction. That was another thing. Him coming back as Rick Flag. I almost wonder if Rick Flag Sr. is going to like steal him from the dimension and like bring him over.
I mean, it could be a good way to retcon some stuff, but
it's amazing. The show's amazing.
The show's so good. There's so many cool things. There's a great action sequence here where he goes, just kills everybody.
Just kills everybody. And he kills the guy with the pencils and like hangs him upside down.
And that's also another twist on the whole thing. If it's Earth X, is that he kills the Sons of Liberty.
Who are the
what
good
if
guys?
The Sons of Liberty are the good guys? He thinks he's.
That's
being
what I think
they
want. They want you to think that they're good guys, because they're blowing up like government buildings and stuff. Yeah. It's crazy.
And there's just so much going on in this episode. I'm excited. I want more.
And now they're closing in on his house, and he's gonna have to fight people off from his house. I think we'll see, but
yeah, I feel like that's gonna be twisted. Like right in the intro of the next episode somehow.
Maybe he got a text ahead of time and he got out. Like, they're making it look like it's happening at the same time.
Yeah, or like he sees them coming in and just immediately jumps to dimension. And then, because that could be another thing. If you look at the squad that's coming in, very diverse group of people, including the lead guy, who I already forgot his name.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And if they jump into Earth X, like, what's the reaction going to be? Right away? Like,
and then we're going to find out immediately.
Yeah, there's so much. This is one of those shows. Yeah. This is why I love Week to Week, because I get to sit on this shit for a week
and just fester.
And be excited and talk about it. And
exactly.
And it builds theories and all this. Like, screw the dropping it all at once stuff. Like, just give it to me week to week like this.
Yeah, it's been so good. And James Gunn just fucking he gets it, man. You know.
Yeah.
It's been just bringing in a new character like John Meadows. So fucking funny.
Yeah.
And when he was like, I'm going to call you Tits. It's like,
I just love the intro where they're calling Peacemaker's friend there. He's like, you told me it was a duck.
Because he told me it was I would not fucking tell him it was a duck. Why would I say that it was a duck? He's like, why do we get attacked by a beast? It's not a beast, it's just a regular eagle. And Michael Rooker's showing up.
Yeah.
As the eagle killer guy. Dude, that was so funny. I was like, he has all this shit he's wearing, and he's got a beard, and I was like, is that Michael Rooker? Oh my god. Katie's like, is that Merle from The Walking Dead?
It's the security guard from Mallrats, so show some respect.
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Yeah, him showing up just... As soon as the episode ended, I'm like, I cannot wait for Eagly to beat the shit out of this guy.
He's literally going to tear his head off or something.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, he's going to be terrible at trying to kill Eagly.
Dude, yeah, great. Just phenomenal episode.
Yeah, I can't wait for more. Speaking of James Gunn, for his next movie, he announced that the Superman family will be another Superman movie titled Man of Tomorrow. The movie's set to release July 9th, 2027, and his announcement came with images of the comics of Superman and Lex Luthor in his power suit, some Jim Lee art. I do want to say something about this because he also confirmed somebody on social media that this is different than like the Superman sequel. So this Man of Tomorrow will be different than like a Superman 2, quote unquote, where I think it's going to, obviously from the picture, it's going to be like co-headlined, or maybe it's even a Lex Luthor movie, you know, where the Man of Tomorrow is Lex Luthor, which would be interesting. So, dude, he could just do whatever he wants at this point. Let's let it happen. Let him cook. I'm here for it.
Yeah, everything you said, but I will add, it would be somewhat of a disappointment if it's Lex Luthor as the villain again, for me.
No, I mean, like, he's got to work with Lex, not as the villain. Like, Lex is, yeah.
Yeah. I
think it's a Brainiac movie where him and Superman have to team up against Brainiac.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But my thing was, he releases it with the images. I didn't see any of the other stuff he said, but
Yeah.
if he's saying it's not, it's a sequel to Superman. Just
Yeah, right.
Don't be cute about it. For me to show those two, because one of the images is them fighting.
Yeah, it is.
So, but the other two are them just staying next to each other. I don't know. Maybe that's a cool theory, and if that's it, that's cool. But if he's the villain again, I'll probably still love the movie because the first one was great, and I haven't been disappointed by James Gunn yet. But
yeah, I think
there will be a star taken off for not.
I think I mean, we've seen him work with Lex Luthor a lot in the comic books lately. I think we see him working more with him than fighting him out of all the Superman shit lately.
Since New 52.
Yeah, they really haven't treated him like a villain, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm not upset by that, but or like an anti-hero, I guess you would say. But coming out of that movie where he shoots a guy in front of Superman, but like Superman is of the forgiving type, so I think there's gonna have to be some, and that like final conversation he has, like, you know, I'm human just like you. I can't imagine the Superman won't come around to working with him if needed to, you know.
Especially if all of like if Brainiac is involved.
Yeah.
And it's all, you know, all of humanity is at stake. Yeah,
he's like, Brainiac comes in, I have the brain power, and then they go to Lex Luthor in his jail cell, and they're like, you need to help us because we need the brain power. I do want to mention all three of those sketches are amazing, but also Mitch Gerard's shout out.
Oh, is he one of the?
Yeah, that's cool, and I haven't love Mitch Gerard's art. I like that one in the end, but also the
yeah, Mitch Gerard's the one where they're fighting.
Yeah, but I do like all the arts. I thought the Jim Lee one was really cool too.
I did see him talking to people about back to Peacemaker, but about the whole Maxwell Lord thing.
Yeah,
and how he was like, well, you know, originally in the comics he was this and that, and I remember you talking about that after we saw the movie, or no, after episode 1.
Yeah,
and it made me smile because I'm like, yeah, people aren't reading comics. They know the recent continuity where Maxwell Lord's a villain.
Yeah.
Or they watched Wonder Woman 98 and know he's a villain.
Yep. And they've really, I mean, if you read that original script from when they wanted to start the DCU, but not a lot of people do that because they're not freaks like us. They were kind of building it around Maxwell Lord and the OMAC suits, which I think is a really cool way to explore a villain that encapsulates human beings, so you can't like punch the robots because there's humans in there. Like, how do you subdue them without killing everybody? I still think that would be a cool idea.
I think that's something you could build to down the line.
Yeah, for sure. And I could see with James Gunn's brother, the way he's Sean Gunn, the way he's playing that character, I could see him being menacing, like later down the line.
I could see him doing the whole Justice Gang thing, getting sick of it, building the OMAC stuff, and bingo bango. Justice League 2.
Yep.
You know.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Literally.
Brother Eye Boogaloo.
Brother Eye Boogaloo. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited though. Let's get into the comic news. Marvel. This is the funniest shit. I did read this. Marvel announced a partnership with NordVPN. They're releasing a digital comic called Avengers. The only certainty is change. In order to get the comic, you need to sign up with NordVPN. So I don't know how bad it is at Marvel Comics right now, but did they really need the NordVPN endorsement?
They do this shit all the time. It's so stupid.
But it is funny to me. One of the biggest apps used to pirate Disney properties
yes.
is partnering with a Disney property that
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing my ass off at this, Chris. I think it's the funniest shit.
No, they do weird stuff like this all the time. Like, I don't know if you remember, they did a comic during COVID where if you went and got your booster shot at a certain location, you got a comic.
Yeah.
It might have been Walgreens or something. And then, what was it? Oh, they did, I still want one. They did a one-shot comic for the Philadelphia Flyers that had Gritty with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like, they do weird stuff like this all the time. I don't know what they get out of it, but
the NordVPN is just funny. It's like, how are these two things the same?
The funniest part about it is it's a digital comic, and they're like, you gotta sign up for NordVPN to get it. And it's like, dude, it's already on like every torrent.
Yeah, it's already I think it's so funny. I'm still using NordVPN from our promo code back in the day. I think it was like 3 years ago. So shout out to NordVPN.
We'll see if you can get your free digital comic with that.
I should, yeah. I think this is cool that, I mean, the art does go pretty hard for just a NordVPN comic. And is that a Captain America Hawkeye?
It's Hawkeye. So I read it or read kind of descriptions of it, and it's a super adaptoid.
Okay.
That's stealing the powers of the Avengers and blah blah. But you notice how there's no creative team attached to any of the.
No, nothing. It could be just AI generated. I don't know.
Probably.
We don't know this point.
I do think it's funny that the corner box, which shout out to corner box, is Marvel plus NordVPN.
Yeah, that shit's so funny. I wish they would print it just so I could have that. Marvel
$100 it gets printed within a year.
Oh hell yeah! Marvel announced a new one-shot titled "Meals to Astonish." The one-shot will be the first time the Infinity Comic test kitchen from writer Paul Eschbach and artist E.J. Sue is in print, and will feature a new story from writer Steve Orlando and Ken Nimura. Dine into a brand new adventure. Daily Bugle food critic Chet Chikowski and intrepid photographer Peter Parker are headed downtown to opening a brand new world-class restaurant. But when Rhino interrupts the festivities, it's up to Superman and his friends to save the day and their dinner. Plus more heroic adventures to satisfy your cravings.
Second time in the show, instead of Spider-Man, you said Superman, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what...
Your
I got
brains.
Yeah, I got Superman on my headline. It's Spider-Man, sorry. But, yeah, the cover has Storm eating dumplings and Spider-Man eating a corn dog, but the best one is Wolverine with the kebabs on his claws.
Yes. So
This looks hilarious.
I want to get this because I think it's a great idea, and apparently there's going to be recipes in the book.
Oh man, that's amazing.
That are Marvel themed. So let's go more of this. Like, this is the kind of fun, silly stuff that manga always does, and people love.
Yep.
So
and I think this is a step in the right direction for Marvel. We need some fun stuff coming out there.
Yeah, and just this is what I said from the beginning too about Infinity Comics. I remember everybody talking about when it was coming out, Infinity Comics, they're built for your phone. You can only do them on blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're all getting printed. So if you don't mind waiting, everybody, they're printing them all.
Yep. This one not so excited about, but Marvel announced a one-shot titled Echo, Seeker of Truth, from writers Taboo B. Earl and Melissa Flores, with artists Jim Terry and Kyle Charles. A new age of Echo for everyone that was waiting for it. When her cousin goes missing in L.A., Echo goes to the City of Angels to find out what happened to her. But what she discovers is a series of disappearances centered around a mysterious wellness called Wisteria Meadows. As Echo dives deeper into the mystery, she'll discover a truth about herself she never imagined. But who is the faceless puppet master behind the cult, and what is their sinister plan? So yeah, if you're an Echo fan, there you go.
Yeah,
Really,
the only time I read Echo is like the times where they're like, "Hey, let's team her up with Daredevil," you know, because he's blind, she's deaf, so let's do that.
Make that connection, folks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one MCU thing I never watched too.
Oh, yeah.
So that should tell you a lot.
And Chris watches it all.
I watched that dumb Black Panther show, so
I forgot about that. Marvel announced a new Ultimates one-shot titled Ultimate Universe 2 Years In, #1, from writer Denise Camp and Alex Pagnedal. As Marvel puts it, superstar artists from across the Marvel Universe. Like last year's Ultimate Universe 1 Year In, it introduced Nick Fury and revealed crucial intel on the Makers Council. Ultimate Universe 2 Years In will be an essential chapter in the overall Ultimate narrative. The saga will see the return of Ultimate Guardians, revealing their key role in the Ultimate Endgame, and debut all new players as the countdown to the Maker's return comes to an explosive end. All paths lead to Endgame. In prep for the Maker's return, in Ultimate Endgame, the Ultimate Guardians have been traveling across time and space, recruiting members new and old, travel across the corners of the Ultimate Universe. Don't miss the dawn of many new characters, including Ultimate Daredevil. Wow. Sounds cool. Sounds like a good jumping on point for people as well, I would think.
Yeah, it definitely is. Coming off of a big event book like Ultimate Endgame, which is going to shift everything with the Ultimate Universe. Ultimate Spider-Man's finished. We don't know what's coming on after Ultimate Endgame. There's just so much happening with this universe. There's a lot of speculation it was going to be over after Ultimate Endgame. I always thought that was dumb speculation, but here we are. And yeah, to get new characters like Daredevil, blah, 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 I'm excited for it. I'll be here for it 100%. And if you look at the cover, notice that, I know you're not reading any of this, Mike, so this might go a little bit above you, but Tony Stark is Iron Lad in this. And to those that may know, Iron Lad eventually becomes Kang in the regular Marvel Universe. Well, we see a more Kang-like design for...
That's true, yeah. That is a pretty sick design. So they're like, wait, we could just make Tony Stark all the villains in the universe now.
I mean... So, going back to history lesson, if you don't remember, the initial reason the Ultimate Universe was created was that they wanted to reboot Marvel. They thought, hey, we should reboot this, there's too much time, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And when they were designing all the characters and going through things with people like Mark Millar, everybody, who's known to make some movies, they wanted the designs to be more available, easily done in a movie. So they didn't want to go with the bombastic designs that we normally see in comics. They want something that could translate into a movie. So that's why you get a lot of the designs from early Marvel MCU are really Ultimates designs. Yeah. Even down to they made Nick Fury look like Samuel Jackson because they thought it'd be funny if Samuel Jackson played Nick Fury and what happened.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that this could be a story that ties into what's going on with the MCU making Iron Man more of a villain somehow. We'll see. I don't think it'll become Doctor Doom, but you can see some parallels there at least.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Marvel announced another new series titled Hulk Smash Everything from writer Ryan North, who's been killing it with Fantastic Four, and artist Vincenzo Corratu. The series will be a true test of Hulk's power, as he's unleashed against everything nature has to offer, including fellow heroes. Hulk's breathtaking battles will escalate widely across the series until Hulk finds himself battering his way through the cosmos and beyond the very limits of reality. A guaranteed smash hit. Oh god. Is Hulk really the strongest there is? Sure, he's stronger than most people, but he's stronger than everything? Dinosaurs, planets, gravity, cosmic forces? Find out here, because when we say Hulk takes on all corners in the new miniseries, we really mean it. It's non-stop action in the classic Mighty Marvel manner. I do appreciate the alliteration at the end there. I like Ryan North, and that cover by Kubert's really cool. Adam Kubert. This sounds kind of cool. If I know Ryan North, he's really good at writing about science, and it is kind of teased there that he fights not just other human beings, he's fighting dinosaurs, planets, gravity. So if it's kind of a cool scientific approach, I might check it out. As much of a joke Hulk smash everything sounds like, I might end up checking it. I do like Ryan North.
Yeah, it seems to have more all ages fun vibe to it, which everybody remember everybody's talking about Ryan North now. That he's doing Fantastic Four, and you posers that say you're fans of his don't remember his true masterpiece, which was the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. So
yeah, you wouldn't get me to read that book, sorry, but yeah.
Mike doesn't have taste.
I didn't realize it was a step down to write a Fantastic Four ongoing from Squirrel Girl.
My bad. It is. It's a huge step down. Like he took a hit in his career for that.
I didn't realize.
No, joking aside, I could see this being more like all ages friendly, maybe a little bit, maybe not even necessarily that, just something a little bit more jokey, quippy, more fun, if you will.
Be cool.
So,
I'm here.
That said, zero chance I'm reading this book.
Yeah, you don't read Hulk. What are you talking about? Especially, you don't read Hulk smash everything. Come on. You haven't read Hulk smash anything, let alone everything.
I watched Hulk when he was on his own planet.
Oh, yeah.
I read that. That's good stuff.
Yep.
And
that's about it.
I've read other Hulk stuff, but it's just there's nothing really.
Was it the sequel to Planet Hulk? Was that the one?
I did read a lot of those.
Yeah.
I did read Donny Cates' Hulk.
Yeah, me too.
I've read some Hulk throughout the years. Hulk is.
I know.
Hulk is similar to Punisher, where it's tough because they just do the same thing over and over again. And then even now, they did Immortal Hulk, which for me outlived its welcome, and it just feels like even the new one's just trying to relive Immortal Hulk.
DC announced that they're returning to New York Comic Con this year with a slew of new panels and exclusives. Hell yeah! Jim Lee will host a Jim Lee and Friends panel. Okay, there will be a DC Vertigo We're Back panel. Not even announced. We're back, folks. What? I thought the last time we tried to bring Vertigo back, we were done.
Vertigo back like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I thought that was the last time, and it died.
Because if you remember, Mike, they brought it back a year or two ago, and they announced retroactively that Nice House by the Sea was a Vertigo book.
Yes.
4 issues into the series.
Yep.
And then, if anyone can tell me about another Vertigo announcement that's happened in that time frame, I don't know, I'll do something. But don't get me wrong, I'm asking for Vertigo to come back. I'm the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Vertigo.
I like Vertigo if there's good properties.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
but a big part of having good properties is having any properties.
Having something to read at all. Yes.
Like taking a book that you're retroactively saying, well, this is a Vertigo book the whole time. No. So you have not announced a single Vertigo book since you announced Vertigo's back.
We'll see.
Maybe now they're officially back, Mike. But
yeah, I guess
I'm more excited about the other thing at the end here.
And then they'll have news about what's after DC KO, as well as the new Lego Batman game playable at their booth. Super excited for that game.
That game looks so dope.
I cannot wait for that. Dude, Lego Batman 3 I 100%ed. I cannot wait for this. It's such a good game.
For some reason, Lego Batman decided, like, it's not good enough to just be Lego Batman again.
We're just Lego DC Universe.
We're going to recreate all the movies you loved with Batman in it, put it in the Arkham style, but with Legos. And I didn't know I wanted it so bad until I saw it, Mike.
Yeah.
What's after DCKO? Hopefully not another Crisis.
Yeah. Yeah, DC Crisis, I'm sure. It is nice.
Can you let Tom Taylor do it again? Because the last time Tom Taylor did it was the best event DC's done.
Let him do the events. Yeah, so exciting that DC's back at, with big comic news, hopefully at the Comic-Con, but
yeah, I have high hopes for New York because we didn't get much. It felt like we didn't get much from San Diego.
Yeah, not a whole lot. a new publisher was announced this week, and it is Summit Comics. The publisher is going to establish a new superhero universe with 2 ongoing series titled Upheaval and Granite, along with an anthology series titled Summit Jump, which will be bi-monthly and begin with a one-shot comic titled Summit Pinnacle. Some familiar names to the podcast are involved to this podcast are involved in Summit Comics, like Travis Gibb, who will serve as publisher, Devin R. Scott, who will serve as editor-in-chief, Adam Barnhart, who will serve as chief creative officer, and creators like Benjamin Morris, Daniel Calvin, Brian Wolf, and many more. So Mr. Gibb himself, huh? Getting into the publishing game. Wow.
So Gibb and crew have been super busy since this. So they got some headlines out there that are a little outrageous, and even Gibb and crew will tell you they're a little outrageous.
Yeah.
So it's been tough. I haven't been able to talk to them one-on-one about it yet, and hopefully we'll be able to on the show. But it's a lot. So Upheaval, we had Gibb and Wolf on the show to talk about that book. Issue 1 came out earlier this year. And Granite is CJ Hudson, who kickstarted that a year or so ago, the first issue. And they're taking these 2 characters to be their headlines, bringing them together in this new thing. And they've even shown some other characters that are going to be a part of it. I love, if you look through the names on their website, it's the top Kickstarter creators.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll just be interested to see how they pull it off.
Yeah, that will be cool.
Because bi-monthly, that's every 2 months, everybody. For a Kickstarter, that means, that makes me feel like they have some capital going in, because you have to. Yeah. You can't do that and be behind.
No, for sure. Right.
So it's and this is huge. Like, this is big. We've seen kind of publishers jump up with Pat Shand and his 2 brands and a few others. But I believe this is the first time that multiple creators have come together to start a publishing arm that they did confirm to me will be done through Kickstarter.
Cool. Yeah, exciting stuff. Glad to see all the people that we've chatted with over the years are getting involved, and
they're all gonna become too big for us.
Yeah, we'll never talk to them again. All right, let's talk about what we read the last couple weeks. I want to say that I caught up. So new volume of Kaiju number 8 was out. I think volume 15. Read that. Basically, the two main characters are fighting it out. And in like typical like Dragon Ball Z fashion, power up fight. I also read the B-side, volume 2 of Kaiju number 8, like those side stories. So we got a little bit of like the origins of the Kaiju weapons and stuff like that. I really like that B-side stuff. What
was the volume of the?
I think it was
Kaiju
15. I think it was 15. That's out right now. Yeah, it should be ending soon, I'm thinking.
I know they announced the last one's coming to America soon, so
yeah. So then, some stuff I caught up on that you had already read. Space Ghost number 1. I thought it was a good issue, kicking it off. Introduction to the Grandpa, like you said, was probably the least exciting thing. And then we get to see Space Ghost fight this like toy maker villain, which was cool. Godzilla Destroys Marvel Universe number 2. Yeah, banishing Godzilla to the negative zone. But then that's going to propel us to, starts off in 2099, then we figure out how we get to 2099. They kind of banish him to the negative zone, and then Herbie from 2099 seems to come from the future to warn them. I'm sure hijinks will ensue for the 3rd issue. Battle Beast number 4. Battle Beast arrives on this world that they're looking to fight, the Emperor or whatever his name is, and gets caught by this witch. He promises to kill the Emperor, and she forges this badass fucking sword. That's the only thing he's missing is a giant sword, and this is the issue that we get it in, so that was awesome. Hell yeah.
I like the whole trope of the woman looking for food, or looking for help or whatever.
Right.
Drugs them, takes them in, it's a witch the whole time.
Yep.
And they slowly are just like convincing her to not eat them.
Yeah.
That was just funny to me.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
where's
really-
this going?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
It was way more story than I expected out of a Battle Beast book, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I loved it.
But
yeah.
it all leads to him with a giant sword, so in typical Battle Beast fashion.
Yeah.
And you know me, I love my giant swords, so Absolute Batman number 11. I have in my notes, what a crazy issue. We see the Joker for the first time as more of like a philanthropist, causing like chaos, like a lord in the background, like a crime lord in the background. We get Bane's origin story, where he like kills his father, because of the Joker, and then we see Batman coming back broken as like one of Bane's monsters. So crazy stuff's going on. Absolute Batman's gone off the deep end in a good way, and couldn't be further from the normal Batman books, which is great. So really excited about that.
How metal was that one-page spread of Bane Batman?
Bane, oh, it's so sick, with like all the fucking tubes in his arms and shit. That was so awesome. I was like, hell yeah. Like, Scott Snyder was like, people are gonna look at this page and be like, hell yeah.
Scott Snyder's like, man, I wish I had Capullo to draw this right now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, me too, man, me too. New Gods number 9. So the new godchild is like captured, and Maxwell Lord has him. And they're looking at this anomaly in space where they think they can bring Darkseid back. Meanwhile, back in space, the army that's looking for the new gods as they escaped, they're going to start heading to Earth, and a group of bugs like Ambush Bug and a Green Lantern get a message back to Jon Stewart on Earth that they're coming to Earth, and so there's going to be a huge battle, I'm sure. I'm really liking New Gods. I do think it would be good to read as a trade, so if people want to trade weight it, I think it'd be great. Hyde Street number 8, another good issue. Yeah, X-Ray can't get the mask off Frankie that he stole from him, so he takes him to a doctor. So we get to see this doctor in Hyde Street that's really fucked up. He there's like somebody like groaning like in his chair that he's like operating on. It's really fucked up. And then so they put the glasses on Frankie so he can see his true self when he was a kid. Meanwhile, something going on with a killer on Hyde Street, and so the movie monster guy is going to help the fortune teller and like figure out what's going on there.
Yeah. The Frankenstein monster in his big castle was a lot of fun. It's a great book. And then just the little subtleties, like when they're walking by and that the woman who owns the supplement shop is still like sitting there with all the close signs.
Yeah, she's still like hanging out there. Yeah, I do.
I feel like, I mean, it's obvious foreshadowing. She's, at some point, we're going to see her big like breakout, and she's going to find her way out of that, and she's going to be this hideous monster.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Immortal Legend Batman number 1. This is
so glad you read this.
Yeah, Batman of the 22nd century. Kind of crazy. So they're not the Batman that we typically know. It's like Nightwing and Robin. They're all different Robins, right? Is basically what they are. All three of the characters. They harness the universe energy to fight off shadow villains. It's very like anime-esque, manga-esque, which is fine. I think it's cool. So we get like Bruce Wayne wasn't a good choice to hold the mantle of Batman, and Thomas Elliot is being sent to take him down in his place. I thought it was a really good first issue. I don't know what you thought.
I love the way they set it up with you're not sure who Batman is because it's the hunt for Bruce Wayne is like the story.
Right.
And then there's obviously the twist there. Spoilers, Batman's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, what? The whole time? Really?
But that, I was with the book. I was intrigued by the book in the beginning. Like, what do you mean it's not Bruce Wayne? And then we get into it and we see what happens. Like, oh, that was a cool twist. Okay, interesting. And then the end, when they reveal that Thomas Elliott's the villain, and they're like, you need to get back the mantle. I was like, holy shit, I fucking love this book.
Yeah. Also, what a better Hush book than the current Hush book. That's all I could think. I was like, wow, this is the Thomas Elliot story I want to read, not this other one.
It frustrated me. So it's an Elseworlds title, everybody, if you didn't know. And I was going to the comic shop and I was talking to all the Batman people. I was like, did you read more Batman? Everybody, no, looks stupid. I asked the owner of the shop. He sold 3 copies.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, are you like? It's so good. How does
Yeah.
nobody want to read this? But
Usually the Batman fans all get Batman. So
everything, yeah.
yeah,
Like
I really liked it.
I'm not that hard, but into Batman, but I buy most of the Batman stuff, and this
Especially
was
when it's an
obvious.
Elseworlds story and a #1. You think?
And it's Kyle Higgins coming back to DC. Like it
Right.
was such an obvious. I don't know.
No, I thought it was great. Superman 29. What an epic issue for this series. Yeah,
An epic cover.
Epic cover. Everything is so good. Superboy Prime joins the fight. He breaks the fourth wall quite a bit, which was interesting. Not know how do you feel about that?
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't really care for that either. It takes Superman to the 31st century. We get to see what's left of the Legion, the Legionnaires. We get to see Gold Lantern. Oh, we never heard about him again. We also see Starman, the Starman that we know from like Jeff Johns' JSA Starman, which was cool. They find Booster Gold, but everyone had forgotten about him except for me. I haven't forgotten about Booster Gold because you teased him at the start of our story, and I never got to see him again.
I almost felt like that was Joshua Williamson talking to the readers for the most.
Yeah.
Everybody but you, Mike.
Yeah,
Because we all forgot Booster Gold existed too.
I've been waiting for Booster Gold to show up. So the Legion shows up to fight the. Well, the Legion shows up and not the Legion, the Bad Legion, the whatever they call them, the
Legion of Darkseid.
Legion of Darkseid shows up, and Superboy Prime turns on Superman, joins the bad guys. Couldn't have seen that coming. If that's really how the story ends up, that's kind of lame. But we'll see how that goes.
It's gonna be a double shift.
Yeah, I think so too.
I liked everything but the Superboy stuff.
Yeah,
which I know was a big chunk of the book, but
yeah, I wasn't always the biggest like Superboy Prime fan, especially with all continuity crap, you know.
Yeah, he's too much. It was fine when they did him in Crisis when he was originally like all back then, but
Right.
since then I just don't think anybody knows how to use him.
Yeah,
I think this is the better use of him I've seen in a while.
I'd say so. I'd say it's better use. Yeah.
What I like about this though is this obviously this has to end with a Legion reboot. That has to be what they're doing.
Please, yeah.
Because they basically killed off all the Legions
Yeah.
characters. And I did think it was interesting that they kept Gold Lantern. He didn't do much, and he even said like my power's almost gone. But I think that was
Whatever that
specific
is.
to be like, listen, everybody, here's Bendis's Legion.
Yeah, and we fucking
We
killed
are
them.
going to get rid of it when this is done, and we're
we
going to start
murdered-
over.
We murdered all those sons of bitches, and we kept the cool Starman that everybody liked.
Yeah, so and they even said there's a lot of time bullshit going on, so it's an obvious way to like reboot these things, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yep. Geiger number 17. Geiger is captured. He didn't actually get blown up. He went flying when he blew up, or he didn't disappear like we all
Shocking.
thought. Yeah, he exploded and he went flying, which was a twist. It's like a very cartoon-esque way to go. Like it's like Wile E. Coyote blown up and like thrown into the next town or something. The guys in prison that he ends up in are looking for like a buried treasure under the prison from like some pirate guy, and they think that he's part of it. He doesn't have his rod and he doesn't have his powers, so he really gets the shit beat out of him quite a bit. And the team is looking for him, and as the team, his squire and the doctor, and the zebra shows up that we saw early, and it's grown up now. It's bigger than it was at the end of the issue, the pet zebra. But yeah, Geiger's good.
Yeah, he's in prison without his powers.
Yeah, how does he get
I
out?
mean, this is Jeff Johns doing superhero stuff again.
Yeah,
And I love it. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but he's going through the superhero tropes with
yeah,
it.
no, he is. He's doing
And-
it. Yeah,
And it is interesting at the end. Was it the end of this issue that G.I. Robot comes back online
yes,
for a little bit?
yeah. He comes back online for a little bit, and he's like watching them as they're traveling.
Yes. So we've got fill-in artists here, except
Mm-hmm.
for that G.I. Robot part. Because for some reason, Gary Frank has to do everything G.I. Robot. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He must really love the character. But yeah, this is probably gonna be a 2-3 issue story, and when it's done, we'll get Gary Frank back with like a big GI robot thing.
Oh, I'm sure. Just League Unlimited number 10. I put there's a lot going on in this book. We're getting to like the annoying part of continuity, I think, but it is the Just League Unlimited book, and they're kind of like tying all the books together when not really telling you which way to read them, I would guess. But like, Time Trapper's injured, so he shows up to the Just League Unlimited to like the Watchtower to work on him. So like that's one of the stories. Another one is some people are investigating fire pits that are appearing all over Earth, like Apocalypse. And then the other story is some weird parademon, some like superpowered parademon hatched some eggs, and they all jumped into a portal. I'm guessing going to other dimensions or something. So there's a lot going on here. Time Trapper is / Doomsday is getting screwed. We think that Darkseid's showing up at some point.
Well, I mean, we kind of know with DCKO, but
yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
I can clear up some of that because I remember a lot of this stuff. I thought they did a decent job with the Time Trapper story, with letting new readers know what's going on, because you don't really know. Like, he just came through and something's wrong with him, and they showed like the Legion kind of punching through him and everything. So I thought that was pretty good. The superpowered parademon, like, is all the way back from issue 2 or 3. Where, remember when they fought all the parademon like eggs that he was? Yeah. It's the one that could talk. It's that one. And then what was it? Oh, and then I think the Apocalypse fire pits are setting up DCKO directly. Like, that's going to be how the KO thing starts. But I liked it. You're right. There's a lot, and that's one of the things that Avengers goes through this, Justice League goes through this. When you decide to just make every character an Avenger or Justice Leaguer,
right?
That means you have a lot of characters to keep track of. So it can be tough. But
I would like an unlimited book that like we could go from like week to week with a new team fighting a new threat. You know what I mean? I would like to get a chance of that in my unlimited book, but
I'll be interested to see where this book goes after DCKO and what's after DCKO, because it has had the trappings of having to. It went from a really good intro to having to tie right into another Mark Waid book, which I think is always a trap that DC falls into with their new titles. And then immediately is going into an event book that it has to tie into as well. So I would like to see it be given like 6 to 12 months to breathe, to tell its own story, as opposed to have to tie into everything else.
Right. Yeah.
And even those first 4 or 5 issues, it was tying into an event that it came out of, which was Absolute Power. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree with you, but I just
really
want
the cartoon back.
Yes, I mean that'd be the best life for me to have those early 90s cartoons.
You know, this is how we started the Unlimited. We literally started the Unlimited with like the birth of this story where Booster Gold sent to this sent in time.
Yes,
to the 31st century. And,
yeah, and that's what birthed the Absolute Universe and everything. Like, there's a lot of. I think they need to tie up the whole Darkseid thing of it all to be able to move on and tell some cool, unique stories. And then I liked, there was a 4th story that we didn't mention, and that's the Trinity getting together to decide the fate of
the
kid from We Are Tomorrow.
Yeah, Light Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Mike, I'm with Batman.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Everybody needs to be checked on at this point.
Yep, they do.
But I'm a very paranoid person, so.
So is Batman.
Yes.
He dresses like a bat. JSA number 11, great issue. The JSA is all back together. They know that they were infiltrated. Khalid has some of his powers back for being he has like an amulet that had some of the powers from all the past. He doesn't have his helmet, but he has an amulet from all the past Dr. Fates. And then now the unnamed, they were too late though. The unnamed ones, like the Eldritch monsters, have come through the portal. So the next issue, we're going to see what they're going to do. Before we talk about Batman number 1, Absolute Wonder Woman number 11. Very cool that the Amazon is the quote unquote monster at the bottom of the well. That was a cool reveal. Basically, Wonder Woman helps her make a plan to escape, because she's built this whole society underground from like saving people and pretending to like kill them, which is cool. And so as she's trying to escape, she has to fight Cleo, and it seems like next issue that's going to resolve. So, and then the side story is they've taken the Siren and led her to water because she seemed injured, and then the Siren transforms into a monster like sirens do. So that was pretty funny.
I think this is the first time in Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman book that I'm dipping a little bit. Not a lot.
It wasn't the most exciting issue.
Yeah, I'm dipping a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see how it wraps up because it's going to be the next issue, I think. Yeah, I didn't get to Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. I didn't get to that issue yet. But I did read Batman #1, which I didn't know they printed an oversized edition for, Chris. I really wanted to get that.
It's really expensive.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it was like $15, $20.
Oh, man. It is cool, though.
It is. I was excited to get it, and I'm pretty sure it's $15, $20.
I really like this. Matt Fraction and Jimenez on the art, so it's really good. I would say overall solid first issue. I really like the suit. Do you like the suit? I think the suit's kind of cool. I like the detective style and mode and like the layout of the story. I like that we get a lot of gadgets, and like the details of all the gadgets he's using. I think that's cool. I think there's something going on with Killer Croc is an interesting storyline, so I like that. I like what they're doing there. I think the writing is very cool, very smart. I mean, that's what Matt Fraction is. And then we get the reveal that Robin's going to also be in it. I think this is a solid, like, new, fresh take on going in like a new Batman direction. I kind of wish we got. I don't think we ever really rounded out the Chip Zdarsky stuff. Because it's kind of strange that we're releasing this as the same time they're doing that whole Hush thing with the Batman Legacy numbering.
There's a lot of problems with the Batman DC right now, but I thought he took some threads that Chip left behind. Mm-hmm. Mostly the Vandal Savage stuff.
Yeah, the Vandal Savage stuff is still there, which I don't mind.
And he's pulling that forward, which I like, because I think that's the one thing Chip kind of set up and just never got the chance to do anything with.
Right.
I like Jim Gordon, the Beat Cop. That's funny.
Yeah, I think that's funny, yeah.
I think that this is a book of a lot of really great things thrown together, but as an issue on its own, as what it was promised to be, which is a one-shot story that anybody you could pick up and blah, blah, I think it failed in that, personally.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because there's a lot of stuff continuing.
Yeah, it's just, you can tell there's an ongoing story. And they even end with a giant cliffhanger that they got to do something with. There's so much here. I really liked it. It's still my number 2 Batman book, which I love Dark Patterns so much, but I'm excited to see where it goes. I like what he's setting up, and my only hope is that moving forward we don't just sit down and play with a dinosaur with a supervillain. But I feel like that's a one-time thing, and is setting up the idea that with Batman, with his inner monologue of nobody can change. But hey, Killer Croc just did. So what does that do to him moving forward? There's a lot going on there, but good book, great art.
Yeah,
great art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the interactions with Killer Croc were really funny. Conversation. I really
like
enjoyed I like the conversations there.
Even the things I'll pick at that I was like, I don't know about that a little bit, is so nitpicky.
Yeah.
Because it's a great issue. It is. It's not to take away with it, anything from it, to say that I like Dark Patterns more. That's just how good Dark Patterns is.
Yeah.
But I was expecting something else when I got it. I was like, okay, this is what they're doing. Like the thing that DC PR put out was not this.
No, yeah.
My favorite part was, though, that he showed that Batman has like the lenses that help him with his basically detective vision from the video game. Yeah,
detective vision I did like that. Yeah, the lenses were really cool.
Keep that up, please.
Yes.
I want I don't necessarily want more punchy in Batman, but I would like to see more detective.
And we got a lot of the
Batman.
detective stuff, which I thought was great. Yeah.
And him explaining every single, like when he walks in with the gauntlets, and he's about to punch it.
Yeah.
And shows that there's an electrical current go through it. That's good stuff. That's smart stuff that most Batman people don't do.
Yep.
That's a way to tell your Batman story differently. I really enjoy.
I agree. That's all I got to.
I got a lot, so I'll try to be quick. But Absolute Superman number 11.
Gotta read that.
Yeah. So Brainiac's putting him through a bunch of different things, circumstances in his mind to try to break him and make him a killer. So as he's putting him through it, he's just watching the sequences. But as it's happening, it's affecting the other Brainiacs. And the other Brainiacs are starting to go against Brainiac. But they still have the code to follow his commands. So, like, even after they say something like, oh, I'm a slave, he'll be like, well, that's a demerit, pull your eye out. And they'll literally just rip their eye out right there and throw it away. By the end, we see Superman get out because Lois Lane and Jimmy are able to get out of the prison alongside General Lane, who breaks them out and tries to save Superman. And you can tell Superman's changed. I'll say that. But we don't know yet if Brainiac's whole thing worked.
Okay.
They do name drop Brainiac 5 in this, which was fun.
Oh, interesting.
And I have I'm curious to see if a Brainiac clone ends up being a part of this Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
what I'll say.
Yeah.
Cheshire, or Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League number 2.
Yeah, I forgot that's a book.
This is it's doing the whole heist thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you know a heist movie, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell what this book is, issue by issue, but I'm a sucker for it. Because this is we need to put a team together. And so they're going through, and they're name dropping villains. And she's like, what about Killer Croc? And she's like, no, you don't want Killer Croc. No A-listers.
Yeah. No A-listers.
And they decide on these other 2 villains who go and help them out. And then at the end of the issue, they're like, well, we need a muscle. We need somebody that can, throw things around. And they find this little girl who apparently has powers. But when they find her, like, who is this? She looks like she's 16.
Mm-hmm.
And they find out she's like 22. She's working with these protesters. And when they finally decide to ask her at the end of the issue, it's after she punches a tank and throws it across the street like Superman would with a tank. She goes, well, that's our muscle.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah, just it's not gonna win anybody over, but for someone like me that likes these heist stuff, it's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Superman Unlimited number 4. So Superman saves a woman. She has kryptonite lipstick on, and she kisses him, which weakens him just enough, Mike, to where when he goes to Gotham to help Jimmy Olsen, he runs into a Man-Bat. But we find out that Kirk Langstrom's been testing with the Man-Bats to make them be able to pass on the gene, make them into somewhat of a vampire, if you will. So this Man-Bat bites Superman, and we get Superman Man-Bat.
Oh my god.
And so they try to call Batman to come help him out, but Damian Wayne shows up instead. And then other heroes in Gotham show up. Everybody but Batman shows up.
That's amazing.
To try to take down Superman Man-Bat.
It's Superman Bat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I believe, yes, Night of the Superman Bat.
Yeah,
Superman. Is the name of the issue. There is no overarching story in this, where with the whole kryptonite country thing, but these truly are one-shot stories. Like, if you just understand the fact that there's kryptonite everywhere, he's been telling one-shot stories throughout this, and I've really enjoyed it. So,
yeah.
New Avengers number 3. This is Carnage is a part of the book now. I forgot that Eddie Brock is Carnage now. And apparently this version of Carnage too, he kills, but he stalks like murderers and stuff and kills them to serve the Carnage hunger.
So he's justified about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's back to lethal, or whatever Venom used to be, the lethal protector kind of thing. And yeah, they run into another one of the fake Illuminati clones, and they have to fight him, and then Carnage joins the team. 2099. Doom for 2099 comes to the present, talks to our Doom, and says, "Hey, what you're doing, it doesn't work out. You need to stop." Of course, Doom being Doom goes, "It didn't work for you. It'll work for me," and ends up fighting him. sending him back to 29.9. So he gathers a whole bunch of people, including Cosmic Ghost Rider and a few others, to come back and fight Doom. And they're unsuccessful. It's a one-shot story with a bunch of punchy with two Dooms fighting each other. I wouldn't say it's something you gotta run out and buy, but if you like Doom stuff and you're liking this event going on, check it out. Imperial War, Black Panther, and She-Hulk. So Planet She-Hulk, I'll say, this is a Stephanie Phillips book. Mm-hmm. Confirmed to me that I will not be buying a She-Hulk book, as if I needed confirmation. It's just, it was a murder mystery book, and at the end, the whole joke of the book was, well, you're on the planet Sakaar, and murder isn't a thing. And she's like, well, why did you let me do this this mystery, like, try to solve this mystery? It's like, oh, it seems like you're having fun.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I thought it was stupid.
That's really dumb.
And then there was a whole sequence in here that, like, if you can find me the person that agrees with selling women into a marriage to solve political problems, I guess I'll give you all my money. Because I'm pretty sure we all agreed a long time ago that we're done with this.
Yeah.
And there's a whole, like, 2 pages of her talking about why this is wrong. And I'm like, okay, I get it's happening in the book, but, like, did we need 2 pages? Whatever.
That's a lot.
But, and then the Black Panther book was, Black Panther's trying to get peace. The other people don't really want peace. So they bring him in, but while he's in, like, trying to talk to them about peace, they're bombing his planet. And it pisses Black Panther off.
He's mad as hell.
And then we talked about Dino Knights. Dino Knights 1 and 2. Like I said, 3 and 4 are going to be on Kickstarter soon. You can follow them on their... They have a page up where you can follow for notifications. I really like these issues. First issue is like a Camelot story with a dinosaur. Second issue is the intro to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with its own twists and its own unique... Like, I like the whole... Did you actually read it?
No, I haven't read them yet. Nope.
There's a character in here who they accidentally give a potion to, so she can see things that happen in alternate timelines.
Oh, yeah.
And she runs a movie theater, so...
Oh, that's funny.
She thinks they're going in to see Tim Burton's Superman at one point, even though that never happened.
Right.
Things like that. So there's a lot of cool little quips and things in here. I think it's a really fun book, and I can see why Zach was so excited about it, because I think he has something with this.
Nice.
And then Mike, the big one.
There it is.
6 Gun, Volume 1 Omnibus.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop putting this down, Mike.
That's awesome.
I cannot recommend it enough. It is a Western, but it's got a lot of horror in it. A lot. Once you get past the first story arc, which really is setting up the idea of what these guns are and who the villains are, it dives deeper into the world, the different horrors that are involved with the guns, the different types of horrors involved with the guns. They go from Lovecraftian horror to like New Orleans style horror to all different types. My favorite character in the whole book is this character we meet in issue 5, who is mind you, this takes place right after the Civil War.
Okay.
And it's a black man who's running this fortress that's protecting this vault where if you get all 6 of the guns, you open the vault, and there's supposed to be a big treasure in there. We find out that's where all the Lovecraftian shit is. He, throughout the book, we find out he goes back to like where he was a slave at one point, and that how he loses his family and how he has a connection to the guns, how he was actually brought in to the house to be a house slave at one point and taught to read and write. And that's why his character development in this is awesome. It's amazing. And I love where he ends up at the end of it, because you expect him to be this big brooding character and he ends up being something else. And then there's, what was it called? Yeah, there's a 5-issue miniseries in here called Sons of the Gun. It's okay. It's literally the first story arc is the original 6 people who have the guns. Sons of the Gun are the 5 members outside of the main guy and how they came to come together and get the guns. I think that you should have saved that for later on when I'm more like hooked. But maybe they never show up again. That's why they did it in this volume. But the main book is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Everybody
I can't
check
wait
it out.
to read it. Nice.
Like, that was everything I had this week. So where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Fortress Ricker on Twitter /X. Where can they find you? Enter the show.
Find me at Fortress Chris on X, Blue Sky, all those fun places. Also at chriscomicscorner.substack.com. And you can find the show at Fortress Pod on most social media, as well as at fortressofcomicnews.com. If you want a sports show, best ways to do it are 5-star reviews in the podcatcher. Go over to the YouTube and do all the stuff there, like, subscribe, share, and comment on the videos. And then you can check out patreon.com/fortresscomics for more. Thank you all so much for watching and or listening this week. See you here next week.